Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here, and welcome to my Sims channel where I do all things Sims, and where today we are looking at the results video for my latest Make Me Want to Buy Pack challenge. And we are set to have a magical day today because we are going to be looking at, you guessed it, Realm of Magic. This, in my opinion, is a great pack, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone's done. And if you're new around here and wondering what we're doing, you may have already figured out it's a pack focus challenge. I usually run them around once a month or so and then review the entries at the end, which of course is what we're going to be doing today. And as for the challenge itself, it's a mix of sales and marketing coupled with design and photography. Players can enter up to 4 photos of a build that focuses on the challenge pack, and that build can be anything from a single room to several rooms or even a full-blown build. It can be interior, exterior, whatever the participant chooses. The goal of each entry is to make me want to buy that pack. And I'm a photographer, so I review them from a photographer's perspective, so you might hear some photography tips and tricks along the way. And at the very end, I announce a few winners that get what we call fake awards, which basically means they get bragging rights. And if you would like a chance to win these amazing bragging rights, just follow me on Twitter at CrystalGamer1. I put out a poll after each results video so that you, the viewers and the participants, can choose which pack you want us to do for the next challenge. And after that poll closes and we have our winning pack, I post the challenge to Twitter, so definitely keep your eyes open on my Twitter account if you think you might be interested in participating. And of course, we're always looking for new participants, so please consider joining in. Don't be scared. I know I've had some people tell me, I really want to join in, but I don't have the courage to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. No. Okay. So anyway, I often create a build or something in line with my challenge. Unfortunately, I recently underwent a technological disaster over the last couple of weeks, and I haven't gotten a chance to build anything in a while. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll tackle a Realm of Magic build next. I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, let's enjoy our review. All right, so first up we have Andrea Simmer, and her tweet says, "Welcome my children to Potions with Plants. Here you will learn a lot about them, how to take the best out of these precious things. Plants are everything, and well, if you don't agree, you may leave." See what I did there? I'm so funny today. Oh God, Andrea, you're killing me. That was a good one. All right, so let's go to her entry. And her entry, to me, I'm thinking that she's pulling from Hogwarts. At least that's what I feel like she's pulling from Harry Potter and what was it? The Professor of Herbology, I think is what it was. Professor Sprout or something like that, maybe. But that's what Andrea's entry reminded me of. So I don't know if that's what she was going for, but this kind of looks like classroom teacher-ish. It's got the big plant vibe and everything. Very well done. So well done. I love that this sim is looking right at the camera and all of that. Like this is just great. I love this image. I love that she's got the potions in the front and they've got their little light things and all of that. And yeah, so just great all around. Love it. Okay, and so the next one, it looks like we have kind of more of the classroom here. And her entry, to me, looks like it's all in one room. Like all 4 images look like it's one room and it's one classroom. And so she has multiple potions and things around. And that adds to it. These little potion things with their little things above them kind of really add, in my opinion. So yeah, and it's just a well done classroom with the cauldrons in the midst of them and the counter space and everything on the side. It's cool. I love this room. I think this room is so neat. So multiple different shots in different angles of it, and I think it's very well done and very, very nifty entry. All right, so next up we have Tony W. Gus, and he says Annabelle Lee and the Crystal Cave. I love Tony's stuff so much. He doesn't try and kiss my butt or anything for the win or anything, like using my name or anything. That's not the goal or anything, I'm sure, but God, I love it. All right, so Annabelle Lee is a spellcaster virtuoso that only wants to be left alone. The Crystal Cave has allowed her privacy for her spellcasting. God, I love that. So cool. I have a cave in my novel too, by the way. Like it's a thieves' cave actually. But in any case, so all right. So here's Annabelle in the first image, and Tony did, you know, not just Tony, but like several of you did these images like toned in a certain way. So even Daya's, like all of Daya's images had a certain tone, and all of Tony's have a certain tone, and then we'll get to lovely Lisa later, and same thing with hers. Like, so that's so kind of cool to me, like how several of you sort of did that for this pack. I think it's kind of a neat thing. And so all of Tony's images have this kind of bluish greenish sort of tone over them. And I don't know, I just think it looks cool. And he used this sim in all of them, and she is exceptionally cool. She's got these funky eyes and the whole outfit and the whole strike in the pose with the wand and everything. And obviously the design is cool. Everything about this image is cool. Probably the only thing that would have added to this image, just because we have a sim, and we haven't talked too terribly much about sim photography because we're supposed to be doing design stuff, but I know you guys add in sims, and honestly sometimes the addition of sims can really bring it over the top. Sometimes it doesn't matter. It just really depends, and it depends how it's done. But for sim photography or anything where you have a subject that is doing an action and facing in a certain direction, it's often helpful to leave more space in the direction they're facing. So what I mean by that is Annabelle is facing left right now, so it would be better if there were more space on the left side of the image than over here on the right side of the image. Now, obviously, Tony's trying to get the design as well, so that's a thing, but just as a photographing any type of, whether it is a person or an animal or any kind of moving object, if it's a plane, if it's a car, a motorcycle, a bike, anything that is moving and going in a certain direction or facing in a certain direction, leaving extra space in whatever direction they're facing, like their lead in for where they're looking, where they're moving, where they're going, is often beneficial. So that's a little tip for you for stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I love this photo. Even without that, like I would have maybe shifted the camera and had her in this third, but I love this. Like, this is so cool. Her whole position that he captured her in with the design, all of that. It's so nicely done. And then we get to this one, and this is so cool too. It screams realm of magic, right? With all this light up stuff, this thing over here, and the skull thing up here. And I love the architecture stuff that came with Realm of Magic as far as the doors and windows. He's really highlighting that stuff. And then obviously, I think everything she's got on her, including the lipstick, the necklace, the dress, I think like all of it, I think comes from Realm of Magic, if I'm not mistaken. And so that's very cool. And then we have this image that, oh my God, I love this image so much. Love this image. So very in love with this image. It does not have a ton of design elements. We can see the fireplace in the back. We can see the door here and stuff, but there's not a whole ton of design. But my God, do I love this image. Oh, I love this one so much. So cool. So well done. And this is another one that's very great too. Only this is a great image while also showing the design and all of that stuff. So, and I like this whole thing with design. You know, he's got the cauldron going with the whatever the hell, that stem thing or whatever this coming. I don't know, what is that? A witch's broom? I don't know what that is coming out of it, but nonetheless, the angle on this is matching the angle of the wand, which I think is a very neat thing, and just her position and everything with it kind of goes well. And even like if you're looking for lines, which I'm such a fanatic about lines, you know that this, for some reason, this line here kind of, it goes in line with this, I don't know if this is a big gem or whatever up here, but it kind of goes in line with these. And so it just made my eye do that whole thing where it's following all of those lines all in that same direction. And even still, we can even go with the little lines in the chest here. They're also almost in the same direction. And all of that just makes me very happy because it makes it all like nice and cohesive, which I very much like. It's like, I don't know, it's got a lot of feng shui or something when things are all nice and cohesive like that. Oh man, we're already at the end of Tony's. Okay, next up we have Swaggy Bomb 083, and his tweet says, legend says that there is another realm in which witches not only exist but also freely experiment with their magic by having spell battles or brew in new concoctions in the potions lair, and if something goes wrong you can always fly away. That's pretty cool. So, okay, so this is one heck of a thing. It's obviously very bright. There's a lot of bright going on here. Is it really this bright in the game? I don't remember this. This almost seems like, did they go this over the top with it? It's sort of almost excessively bright in a way, right? Like it's completely taking over and we can't really see the other girl or whatever. So I love the action of it. I like that, I like the plane that it's on and everything, you know, and it looks cool. It definitely looks Realm of Magic, but I feel like it's, I don't know. Is it really that bright in the game? I'm not sure, but it's very bright. It's very bright. This one is pretty cool. We have some stuff going on with this lady here with her eyes, and she's adding something in, so that's kind of cool. These guys are just standing around though, and if we're including Sims, I sort of want them to be doing more than just standing around. I feel like imagery wise, this would have been maybe more effective if we just had this lady adding whatever she's adding without the other three. I feel because the other three are not doing anything and they're just sort of standing blankly, especially these two girls in particular are kind of standing blankly. I feel like it more detracts rather than adds from the image, because I'm kind of looking at them and I'm wanting them to be doing something more. And this is such a nice design. Like, this is a very pretty room. It's a very nice Realm of Magic design and all of that. So in this case, I almost want more focus on the design than the Sims. So sometimes it's a balance. Like sometimes you can get the Sims in there, and if you get them right, it can add, and other times not as much. So this one, I love this design over here. I love the whole, like, the actual design stuff. I'm really digging. The one thing, because you know I'm always going to look at it from a photographic perspective because I am a photographer. Nonetheless, the one thing about this is that we are in a little bit of a sky shot. So we're sort of taking this at an angle that is maybe a security camera angle or something like that. So for me as a photographer, it's slightly unnatural because it's a little bit too high up. It's sort of like we're on a selfie stick holding way up in the air. So it would, for me, be better if it was more down at the human level and we were kind of more at level with the guy. But I love the design. I like the light in this too. It's nice and bright. I love the fact that this cauldron is used. It's just really kind of cool like that. And then this is cute. The mops. The mops were one of the funniest things that came out of Realm of Magic. I thought the mops that they can do the whole flying on the mops. I thought that was cool. So this is kind of a cool shot. No real Realm of Magic design here, but a very cool shot, and definitely very Realm of Magic-y shot. So that's pretty neat. All right, next up we have FrankieDanny Sims. The things I like most are the magical duels. I'm very happy with my first decent room photo with the new parentheses for me free photo view mode. So FrankieDanny is still new and definitely still in the whole learning phase. I always think it's hard for new players because my players that have been with me for the last 2 years, I guess it's been, have been listening to me yip on about all sorts of different photography stuff. So they've been getting all kinds of educated. So when we get new folks in, they've got to sort of start from scratch. But FrankieDanny joined us last time with these sort of overhead shots of a build, and this one here, now we can see they've taken it way down. We're more at level with The Sims, so it's making it look more real. This has a lot of magic too. Now see, this has some bright, like this is bright over here, but it's not. I don't know. The other one was so much. I want to know, is it really that bright, or was that added in? It almost looked like it was added in to me, like it was an After Effect thing or something like that. And y'all know I say on the thing, when it comes to editing, less is generally more. So be careful if you are adding stuff in. So this is cool. It looks very magical and all of that. So that's pretty cool. We've got this shot here. This guy's doing some magic stuff here. I do think that hat is from Strangerville, not Realm of Magic though, if I'm not mistaken. But we have the witch with the cauldron here. This here, if you're going to add a sim in and do something like this, FrankieDanny, what you probably want to do is you want to lower the camera down a little bit and back it up a little bit to include either the entire cauldron or more of the cauldron. Definitely the top of the cauldron, not having it cut off there. So this is sort of like really cut off, and you want to try and not cut things off where you can help it. Sometimes you can get away with cutting things off, but it really depends. It's one of those things that not cutting things off is kind of a rule, but it's another one of those things that you have to know the rules. And then once you know the rules, you can maybe break them once you learn the rules. But one of the rules is sort of try to avoid cutting things off if you can help it. You don't really want to cut off ankles or knees or feet or chair legs or anything if you can help it. In most cases, rules can be broken, but under certain circumstances. Anyway, okay, so enough about that. Lots of cool Realm of Magic stuff here. We've got a ton of neat stuff going on the tables here. We've got a magical duel back here, which is cool. So this here looks more like normal level of brightness to me, the stuff that's going on back here. And I like this whole magical duel, and lots of Realm of Magic items in this, which I think is neat. So lots of stuff going on. All right, and so now this one here, we've got another one with smoke stuff. I feel like so much stuff is added here that I have never seen in the game, and I know I don't play very much, so y'all have to help me out. Is this stuff actually in the game or not? I don't know, but cool looking shot. We've got a very witchy looking woman here with the whole big nose sort of witch thing happening. And is this hair? Is this hair Realm of Magic? I feel like this hair is vampires. I could be wrong, but if it is, make sure we're only sticking with the pack that we're doing. I'm unsure on that, but just make sure that we're sticking only with the pack that we're focusing on, and base game, of course. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. So all in all, massive improvement just from last time to this time for FrankieDanny. So that is cool. The big thing is the lighting is good, and the camera angle, we've taken the camera angle down. And so that's huge improvements. So this here, so the camera angle is taken down. It needs to come down a little bit more. So more like pretend you're standing in the room. That's where you want to be, more like human level. So pretend you're standing in the room. Now, in this case, though, you can make some exceptions. Again, one of those things, know the rules in order to break them. In some cases in Sims, it does make sense to make an exception, especially if you want to show more of the room and maybe you want to take it up a little bit of a touch. I don't think that would be a very bad thing in this image in particular. So that way you can show, this stuff back here and everything. But if we're going to take it up a touch like we have it here so that we can show that extra stuff, one of the things that you kind of want to do, if you can do it, is lower the camera so you're not showing the ceiling, so our eyes are not drawn up to this white area at the top. And then the other thing is, if you have anything straight going on, like this rug here, we can see the rug is straight left to right, and then we have the lines in the floor. And one of the things that we can see is this is off center. And I always tell people, if those that will be around, you can probably recite it as you watch it. If you're going to do angles, commit to the angle. So if you're going to do any kind of diagonal or any kind of angle, make sure you commit to the angle to the point that we don't think it's a mistake, so that the viewer doesn't think it's a mistake. If you're doing a straight on shot, make sure you get the shot straight on. So make sure your lines are straight. You can use your guides in game. I talk about this in a photography video, actually. So if you look up one of my photography things. I have like a how to photograph within The Sims or something like that. And I'll try and remember to link that at the end too, just now that I'm talking about it. But it talks about different things you can use as guides in the games, and it has to do with like the play buttons and the stuff up top, and you can use that stuff as guides for lines in your photographs. So okay, so anyway, all right, so that's all the photography stuff. Really cool design, actually. Now that I get to the design, I love the design and I love the colors. I love the fact that we went with a black and kind of orange fireplace, and I love these alcoves back here. This is a great idea with the arches and the alcoves and all that. I do have to ask it. I think maybe though, are these arches Realm of Magic? I feel like these arches might be, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I feel like these arches might be, maybe Jungle Adventure or one of the other things. I'm not entirely sure. But just make sure, and I feel like the lights might be vampires too. So just make sure that we're sticking only to the pack with the base game. So I'm not 100% without checking on that stuff, but nonetheless. Okay, next up we have ManaBuchner. Situated in Glimmerbrook, this abode has everything your spellcaster could need to learn and practice magic, including having your very own portal to the magical realm. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love this so much. Oh my God. I love this. I love everything about this. Now, Mena has been with me since day one, since the very beginning. She is my only player to have 100% perfect attendance, with Tony in second place, a very close second. I think he's only missed one, maybe two challenges. Can't remember now, but yeah. So Mena has been with me since the beginning. She's gotten all kinds of photography lessons, and I'll tell you, she is to the point that when she really tries, she really knocks it out of the park. This is so good. I love this. So she's showing all kinds of Realm of Magic items with the windows and the curtains and all this junk in the back and the cauldron and all of this stuff. She's just showing all kinds of magic, Realm of Magic items, and then the guy is really very, very cool. I love that guy. He's just so nifty looking. And this, I love this image. Oh, this is another one. So lots of symmetry. She's showing off a ton of Realm of Magic stuff, and it's just pleasing to the eye. It's not heart-stopping. It's not anything like that, but it's just very, very pleasing as an image. Just pleasing to the eye. Very good. And then this is so nice, and like the portal, and it's so magical looking. I love this. This is so cool. And it's got this nice bright airy feel too, which some of the Realm of Magic stuff ended up sort of looking a little bit darker, but this has this nice bright feel. I actually love, as silly as it sounds, I love what she did with the terrain paint, looking around the fountain, and then it goes darker here, and then the terrain paint changes here. So I don't know, that's like a little thing, but I love what she did there. I think it's very cool. And this landscaping, yeah, the whole thing. Love it. Love it. And then this is a great image too. This is a fantastic image, just in the middle of the action with her falling back, and it's very Realm of Magic. Not too much design wise as far as like build wise, but excellent image. And some of you submitted stuff this time that was not necessarily within the realm of design, but were really good images. And that was one of them, actually. And Tony did one with the Annabelle, was so good. All right, next up, Laura and BYT. If you need potions, go to Drake Wings. This ancient bloodline of spellcasters is renowned for their potions mastery. You can always recognize a Drake Wing. They love the color black. Black is my favorite color in clothes. Okay, so this is so cool. Look at this cool build. I love this build so much. I love that she put this thingy in the middle, this skill. What is this called? Oh, whatever that thingy is called. This is my highfalutin diction right here. It's a thingy in my world, and I love it that it's there. So very good on the thingy, Laura. And I love this landscaping stuff with the God, I keep losing the gems and stuff. I can't come up with words. I'm getting Alzheimer's disease. But yeah, all the gem stuff and the little glow things in the front, and it looks so nice and magical. And I am totally digging this. Love this. And this is a great image too. Look at just image wise too. I see I skipped over it because it's just such a great image. It's beautifully done. It's very pleasing. It's lovely all around. Love it. Very nice. And this too, and I've noticed too, Laura's getting much better on the imagery as well. With every every challenge, I feel like her images keep improving all the time. And this is another one of those. It's a great design. It's a great image. It actually looks like a stage shot. So it's got that kind of like almost magazine look and feel, which is very nice. We've got a little bit of lighting coming in from the side. So we've got a touch of that. I know I talked with you guys last time about lighting, so we're getting into that a little bit. Lady Manatee Gaming is kind of forcing us into the lighting realm, which is not a bad thing. But yeah, this is so cool. Look at the little, the brooms on either side. I love that one there. That's cool. The brooms on either side and the little, what do they call these glass balls? More things I can't think of the name of. Just, you know, the things. That's it. There's things everywhere. But yeah, just, I love this design. Wonderful. Love the image. This is another one. Very great. She's got the sim in the middle. And I think the sim is playing around in a cauldron, which is cool. And just the image overall, the dining set. I love the touch of this turquoise color, aqua, whatever color you want to call. That's nice. Again, she's got a little bit of lighting coming in on the right, so she's starting to play with the lighting stuff. I love seeing that. That makes me so happy. So yeah, this is very cool. Very cool. And then this is another good one. I love this. Okay. So the framing in this is very nicely done. So this is another thing. So we've talked about framing before. So she's got this doorway framing it. Now, I almost wish, like, if we were doing something else that not this, I actually like it when you guys don't crop the images, because cropped images, like, I have to spend extra time play with it. It's a pain in the butt. But if we were doing something else where cropped images were better, then you could actually crop this on the sides and it'd be even better as a cropped image. But again, I prefer y'all don't crop them just because it is a pain in the butt video wise and resizing and all that junk. But nonetheless, love this so much. This is so cool. So her position, she's got the sim at the perfect time. The bird is at the perfect time with the wings up and all of that. Her position is great. We've got, it's nice to add the little diagonal because we don't have any other diagonals in here, and everything else is beautifully symmetric. I mean, she's got it. Look how perfectly symmetric she has. This takes some work. It's very good. It's not 100% because you can see it's a little bit different, but it's very, very close, and it takes some work to get things that perfectly photographically. She didn't do this in 2 seconds. It took a little bit. I know it did. So very good. Nice. I'm so proud. Yay. Okay, moving on. Lovely 1G. In other words, aka the lovely Lisa. Okay, between the rustling of the ancient trees and the quiet space between the hum of the bees, sit still and wait. You'll finally feel the vibration of the magical gate. The path past the little shop of wands and things that will take you there once the crystal guardian sings. I always love her tweets. Her stuff is so entertaining. Now hers is all bright, and it's pinks and purples and blues and aquas and turquoises, and it's this bright, beautiful, like, I don't know, it's magic in a different sense. And so I love that she went in a totally different direction with this. It feels good. It feels happy. It's just, and this is so pretty, right? What a nice, pretty image this is. It just very well done. Very well done. Love it. Love this. So this is another one where there isn't a whole ton of design magic wise, but it's kind of like Tony's Annabelle shot or Laura's shot with the cauldron a little bit, where there's a sim and it's a fabulous, fabulous shot. Same note on this one as in Tony's though. She's facing in this direction. So I would have actually cut this image probably right here and moved to the left about that amount of space. So if you guys can see where my mouse is going right here, I would have let the tree frame it. I would have let the tree trunk frame it, and I would have cut off this section right here. So that's about 2.5 inches roughly. And I would have gone 2.5 inches to the left, depending what's there, of course, because who knows what's over there. It may have been stuff that she didn't want in the image, and maybe that's why that's not there. But if there were stuff that would be okay to be in the image, I would have panned the camera just a little bit to the left for that reason, because she's facing over here. So it would have sit a little bit better in the eye if the camera was panned over just a little bit. Nonetheless, look how cool it is. Oh my God, so cool. I love all the little sparklies. The little sparklies are great. This is super bright too. Is everything in Realm of Magic that bright and I just don't remember it? It's been so long since I played it, to be honest with you. But I like that she's got the little guy up here too. He looks like he's got some green or yellow stuff around him. That's another thing I don't remember. It's like, I don't know. I haven't played it in a while and I forget a whole bunch of stuff. So this is a great image too. Again, all bright and airy and sort of neat stuff going on. I love the design stuff. Here, I'm not loving the Sims as much because they're not, like, she's got her eyes closed. He looks like he kind of has his eyes closed. So I'm not loving the Sims as much just because of their facial expressions. I think if they had their eyes open or something like that, I would like their addition more, but they detract a little bit for me because both of these characters look like they have their eyes closed a little bit. But man, I love this whole like section on the right. This is so beautiful with the water and the flowers and these colors. The color mixture is just, I love this color mixture. Nice pastels, beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it. Now see this one here. Okay, so see the Sims in this, he's happy, he's smiling, he's engaging, she's engaging with him. It's much more pleasant facial expressions. So just like in real life, you kind of don't want to take pictures of people with their eyes closed and things like that. Similar type thing here. I mean, it's really no different in the Sims. So this is a much better photograph for me. I actually like the fact that it's not balanced because this particular photo is balanced with its imbalance. So the reason I say that is we're weighted heavily on the left with this cauldron and the two Sims, but we also have this big tree over here. We've got this big gem thing here. What are those called? Are they called gems? I feel like they're called something, whatever they are. Anyway, we've got this extra stuff over here. So while we're weighted heavily here, we're weighted enough on the right side. We've got enough going on the right side that it balances it out enough. So it creates that harmony. So very nicely done. Great lighting too. I love the lighting in this. This is very nice. We've got some light on the tree in front, but yet we've got some shadows back in here. So yeah, very nicely done, but yet we still have enough light on both of the Sims. So photographically, very, very nicely done. All right, next up, Lady Manatee Gaming, a witch's bedroom and study room. The glow effects are in-game debug items, and she didn't post-edit the image. I can't believe she didn't post-edit this. Like, not at all. Seriously, Lady Manatee, you did not post-edit this at all? Because the lighting is fantastic. Like really fantastic. So she's got some big windows to the left that are allowing in a whole bunch of light, and it's more windows than what we can see, right? So she's got windows back like over our left shoulder going behind us. She has to, right? Because the light's coming in this way. Obviously, she's put the room in a position so the light is specifically coming in this direction. My guess is that she has a specific lot that she uses, that she has figured out where the light goes, best time of day to work it, all of that stuff. And so she's doing, I'm guessing, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm betting that she's got basically a setup that she uses sort of on the regular when she does these. Like she's a certain lot that she can use for the rooms and certain time of day with the lighting and all of that. And it works so beautifully. And in particular, not only does she do an awesome job with the photographs and the lighting, and I mean, we've talked about this many times. She's been with us for a while now. I love this design. I love the diagonal on the bed. I love the use of the table over the sofa thingy. That's a thingy too. Oh God, how do you guys listen to me? I have no words. Like, just fill in the blanks. When you listen to my videos, just fill in the blanks, because God knows I have no words anywhere. But yeah, okay, so I like this combination. How's that? And to think I'm a writer and I can't think of words at all ever. But yeah, I like this combination a lot. I love the fact that she's got clutter here. She's got some clutter in the back. This looks, it's such a good use of so much stuff from Realm of Magic. I mean, she manages to fit in so much Realm of Magic stuff in one picture and so nicely done. And even with the fireplace and it's lit and she's got the broom there. I mean, there's so many nice, beautiful little details. So well done. And yeah, I don't even know that there's anything else I can say about it. I just love it. And that brings us to the end of our review and onto our finalists. And I have talked too long today, so I'm going to just say a quick congratulations to all our finalists and a thank you to all who participated and to my viewers as well, and get straight on into our results. So that said, in third place we have ManaBuchner with such a magic-y realm of magic shot. I think this fits the realm of magic theme so very well. It uses several of the pack elements, plus includes cauldron action, which is very quintessential for a magic pack, of course. And the fact that I find the guy kind of hot does not hurt either. So a huge congratulations to ManaBuchner for today's third place finish. Next up, in second place, we have Tony W. Gus with his amazing Annabelle Lee in the Crystal Cave. Now, I'll tell you that I chose this shot because it has a realm of magic design elements, but I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that I think this other shot of Annabelle actually wins the entire day for me. I almost chose it for a first place, but refrained because I don't think it has enough design elements, and I don't know if I should or not, or if it's right or wrong or not, but I feel guilty when I choose something that doesn't have more from the pack, so I went with this shot and a second place finish, but you have 2 winning images today in my book, Tony, so a huge congratulations for that. And finally, in first place, last but not least, we have Lady manateegaming with yet another stunning entry that looks like a magazine photo. Undeniably gorgeous in both photography and design. So a huge congratulations to Lady manateegaming for her first place win and bragging rights. And may all 3 of our winners bask in their bragging rights glory. I'll post a congratulatory tweet in a few days once I know all participants have viewed the video, so we don't spoil the results for anyone. And don't forget to keep your eyes on my Twitter for the poll for our next challenge. And thank you all for spending the time with me today. If you're not subscribed yet and you enjoy Sims content, do hit that subscribe button and the little bell below before you head out. And I do hope to see you all back again next time. Bye now.